had a question that came up recently in one of my Outlook training classes, and that is, how can I create a rule that will find messages from a particular sender that are over 10 days old, and then ideally move them to another folder? So the answer to the question is actually not a rule, because that primarily works with incoming messages. Instead, we'll build a search folder. Check out my video in this channel to learn more about search folders, or look at the link up above. For this then, I want a search folder that will locate all the messages from Alex that are over 10 days old, or whatever time frame you want to set. To begin the search folder, we'll start in the Folder tab, New Search Folder, and we'll pick a custom search folder. I'll pick Choose, and first of all, I'll just call this Alex. Now I could be more specific with it, maybe 10 days or older. But with this, we're going to add criteria. Before I do that though, I want it to only look in the inbox and not any other folder. That is, although the search folder won't move the messages, once I move them, I don't want them to keep coming up in the search. So we'll choose here, Browse, pick Inbox, and uncheck subfolders. So if I've moved it to another folder under the inbox, that will not be included. So that's being more specific if that's where you want to target the search. Next is my criteria. It will be from Alex. We could type in the email or pick it from a list. And then explore other options. For time frames, this option might address your needs. Perhaps it's received, and then you can choose from some of the other options here. But we have something pretty specific, so I'll keep this clear and instead go to Advanced. The field I want is the date time field for received. And the condition, here we have all sorts of options here. On or before, between, I'll choose on or before. Now how I specify the current date is date, open close parentheses, like a function, and that would be the current date, so I can continue running this in the future. And then enter in -10 if it's okay to include 10 days or older. Where it's going to be anything older than 10 days, then that would be 11. For this then, I'll go ahead and add that to the list, and we could have other criteria here as well. But that's all I need. That is Alex, and anything that was received on or before the current date -11. So okay, and continue back. So some of my newer messages won't be there, but these older messages will come up in that search. The next step is a manual move, but there are ways to make this a bit faster. So I have a folder that is Alex Archive. I will just right click and add it to my favorites folders. And we can move this to whatever priority I want for that amongst the other folders in my favorites. Now when I have this search, we'll simply Control A to select all, and then I can drag and move these, or we have the option to move that as well from the ribbon, or even to right click and move here as well. So with that then, if I have it in my favorites, I can drag that. If you find this is easier, this would be another option. And now I have moved those out of the inbox into another folder for anything that is over 10 days. So you can put in your own criteria for that. You can even take this folder, so this search, which is now showing up in my search folders, I can even take this, right click this, and add it to my favorites. So at any time I can run it, and then if I have results from that, then move those options to the Alex Archive. I hope that helps you to explore more of the options in working with search folders, especially when you want them to be date specific. For more tips on being productive with Microsoft Outlook, or to sign up for my tips newsletter, visit thesoftwarepro.com/outlook. If this training was helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.